going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a bosses. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm P-P-P-Lo, time to bring the bass bird.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, you don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good thing. My bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh barely. Was better off.
Rick Rock. Tick tock. West hip hop. Are you ready for some football? Ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden lead. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy. Madden territory, come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be scared.
Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
At the 50-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check your hungry. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
And to give this time to the tailback. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, it didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 14-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Dickerson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Well, here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 2 yards, good enough for a first. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
It's a 3rd and 2.
Ready? Right. 7. Got one. Double time. Hey, 4 down. Go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Young on 3rd and 2. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And taken right on the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 2nd down, Dickerson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Let's go now. 10, touchdown. Keep running. Check Mike.
Young on 3rd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And that interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here we go. Hey, come on. Screen. Watch the screen.
first down. Dickerson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Second and 9 at the 13-yard line.
No score after one on EA Sports.
You got three down. Eyes on 10. Come on, set. With the flag.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Check mark, now.
On 2nd and 9, Young toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Check mark, now. Target. Check mark, now.
Here's Young. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, let's get in that hole. Go. Roll. Check like 40.
It's our time.
40's the mark. Squeeze.
2nd and 6. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
Check nickel. Check nickel.
They'll run here with Balaj, and he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll set up a throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll run on first down. Dickerson. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top. What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
On 3rd and 1, here's Young. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out and ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike 7, Mike 7. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
Throwing, Young. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Back. Cover.
To throw again. Young. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Shut. Tell the ending. Screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Switch.
Now Balaj. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Balaj. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Watch the out. Watch the out. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Let's go, baby. Tell me what you got.
He'll drop to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 28.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
At the 31-yard line.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On second down now, Dickerson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Strong right. Strong right. Strong right. Go. 3 down. Check Mike 99. Mike 99. They can't have it.
From the shotgun, it's Young. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. He's coming. Go. We got double up.
To throw is Young. Going to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And now a hook up downfield on second down. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They run it with Balaj. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go. Here we go. Took the outlaw.
I don't know why his team showed up.
That's it.
2nd and 5. Eluding the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Miami first down and a 14-yard pickup.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll drop the throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. It's the fullback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback and a Comes out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
At the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's get off the field, D.
Young now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Raekwon McMillan in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Ready. Record. You got double tight. Alert. 3 down.
3rd and long for Young. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
The play fake. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Don't get nervous now. We begin.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
I can't believe they even let you play. Mike spot 9.
Get that quarterback at all points.
36, 33.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins have tied things up here in the 4th. Back now here on EA Sports, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Check 13.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 3-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Check Mike, 99, Mike, 99. Here we go, T. Here I come. Come on. Check Mike, 99, Mike, 99. Drop D, drop D.
Young back near the goal line. And he slings one that's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Here's Young on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Dickerson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Back to you. I'm going go. Check Mike, 99, Mike, 99. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Let's get that ball. Get that ball.
Now on 2nd and 13. Young, complete to Washington. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. On 1st down, Dickerson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
You got 3 down. Check 31. Any weapon. Check Mike, 99, Mike, 99.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit, now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far.
Oh, wide open, complete, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season, and the Jets have taken the lead. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Miami.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. He'll look to throw. He finds Kalen Ballage, his running back. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. To throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
First down, Dolphins.
He's back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Young's going to take a knee here, and that should just about do it. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Jets, the win is their 5th of the year as they move to 5-8. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Going big, going big. Everybody already know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everybody already know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Lo, time to bring the bass bird.
swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up from the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus was making diamonds. He the only reason why do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that you don't make sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't got a big man. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Move our hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates, how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a boss it. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the gang, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass back.